What's good, everybody? What's up, man? This is Steve McClain II, aka Mr. Qualified. It's your boy. And man, dog, I'm here, homie, since Pampers, bro. Since diapers, you feel me? Man, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself, then we just gonna get right into the interview and go right into it, man.
So that's a bet. What's going on, world? My name is McClain. I am actually in the investment group, TradehouseMKE. So we're gonna be talking about my journey and everything that we got going on in the city of Milwaukee. We got a lot of people in this investment group in the city of Milwaukee, and we're just gonna go ahead and tap in and see how we can get more people in tune to what we got going on. So I'm excited, bro. This is about to be This is about to be a real solid thing, bro. I never did nothing like this before, bro.
Bro, no, and it's crazy because I told myself, I was like, let me get myself started, get everything under control. But I think there's such a misconception about what you're doing and what you're into. And I feel like even for people that can make the decision that, you know what, that's not what I want to do. Right. I still feel like there's a huge misconception in what you are doing and the benefit of it.
Exactly.
So, man, I'm trying to figure out where to start because we could go days.
Deep, it don't matter. I'm ready.
But man, for you, I guess before we even get into like the trading aspect and everything, man, we both from the city, we both from Milwaukee, and you went to. I feel like this is something that is so meaningful and has so much purpose. But you left and you went to Morehouse,
right?
And there's a few people from the city that are able to go and actually attend that university, and we've seen it. But for you, what was a huge part of that decision, and then just explain your time there and how impactful it was for you.
Definitely, bro. Man, a huge part of that decision was, honestly, bro, growing up, how moms was.
Man.
Massive educator, you know what I'm saying? And she always used to take me on HBCU tours.
Yeah.
So pretty much what ended up happening was, I attended, I think I was like 10, bro. I was like 10 years old. So I had went to Atlanta. And I knew that, from the movies and stuff, Drumline was the main movie that I used to watch. Yeah. I used to watch Drumline and be like, yo, I want to go to Atlanta and go to school in Atlanta. I want to, you know what I'm saying, live that life. You know what I'm saying? So I went to an HBCU tour when I was 10 years old, and we went to Morehouse. And, bro, I fell in love with the campus, bro. And then not only that, when they ain't get to take us to Spelman, but we kind of got a sneak peek of how the women from Spelman look. And young me, I was like, bro, you know what? I was like, bro, I got to do something, man, because I got to figure this out. That was at the top of my list. I need to get by the Spelman women. So let me go ahead and, try to pursue the dream of attending HBCU. That was my first dream, bro.
Yeah.
My first dream. And anybody that, went to Riverside with me can even say, I always used to talk about, I wanted to go to school in Atlanta. I always wanted to, attend Atlanta, go to Morehouse. And it was either Morehouse or Clark at the time, because I had a phase where, I was worried about perception. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, Morehouse is the all-male school, but the ignorance is, bro, Spelman's right next door. The only thing that we don't do with Spelman is class. And sometimes we cross-register and have classes with them as well.
Right.
So it's so I was like, I'm going to go to Clark at first, but then I had gotten to Morehouse, because I honestly didn't think I was going to get into Morehouse, bro.
That's real.
I didn't think I was going to get into Morehouse, bro. My ACT score was terrible, bro. It was it had to be a 16 or something. I don't even remember. That goes to show how much that really don't,
matter at all.
But I had a good GPA though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So excuse me. I had a good GPA, and what ended up happening was I got in, but I had to do a pre-summer program. So I got to go to the pre-summer program, and then when I attended the pre-summer program, I ended up meeting a bunch of, dope people. And I actually got credits for attending that pre-summer program. At first, I wasn't really understanding the concept. I was like, dang, am I a dumb kid or something?
Right.
But when in actuality, it was a program to get you ahead.
Yeah.
And to really help you out. And I'm glad that I attended that program, because, I ended up meeting one of my closest friends from Morehouse at that program, which stemmed from, how I met my friend group at Morehouse.
Right.
My freshman year. And his name is Ian Jackson. You know, that's one of my close friends. He's a business partner of mine as well, and very pivotal person in you know, the Trade House Investment Group.
Yeah.
So I met him during my pre-summer program, and you know, that friendship's like blossomed, and then from there, boom, like ended up excited. I came back to Milwaukee, had my trunk party. You was there, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was.
Yeah, you definitely was there.
Yeah.
And I had my trunk party. All my friends from, you know, high school and growing up was at that trunk party, bro. Yeah. And I was just like, man, I'm about to go to Morehouse and really make something of myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, growing up in Milwaukee, you know, bro, come on, man. Come on, man.
I'm already knowing.
So it's just like, it's a blessing. So that's really like the mindset of why I wanted to go to Morehouse. It's just always been a dream of mine, and I made that dream happen, which also ignited the fire that, like, you know, if I'm willing to put my mind towards something, yeah, I know I can make it happen. So, man, hopefully that answers your question.
No, for sure. No, yeah, that most definitely answered my question, man. And I think, like, I love having people from Milwaukee. I know I say that every interview, y'all, but y'all gonna hear it anyway. But no, like, cause only people from Milwaukee can, like, really understand that mindset, though. Like, that mindset of, like, knowing what we see from school all the way up until we 18 and we getting ready to go off, and understanding, like, just the task of even leaving the state for college. Right. Like, how much of a weight that can be. So like, so when you say go to Morehouse, like, that was even going to HBCU. Mm-hmm. So for me going to a PWI where, like, I had, like, granted, so Brandon was in Missouri. I had my big brother in Missouri, but other than that, like, I didn't know nobody at the school. Mm-hmm. I had no other connection to the school. Right. I was just going. So it was like, even going there was a part of me that was like, I'm representing the city here. Like, people are going to have their assumptions and their ideas of what Milwaukee is, and they did, and it's usually synonymous with something that's more so synonymous with Wisconsin than it is actually the city of Milwaukee. Right. But, you know, when you get there and you can let them know, like, yo, like, yeah, you from Chicago, you from St. Louis, KC, whatever the case may be, I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all may not know about Milwaukee, but the same shit happened. Like, we see the same things happen. Like, I grew up in the same type of environment, the same way. Like, I know what can happen, wrong place, wrong time, wrong crowd type of deal. So I just think it's equally important to understand that mindset, especially moving, you know, in the direction that this conversation will. But even with that, so, you know, you're at Morehouse, and that's where you ultimately get introduced to the idea of Trade House and to the idea and to you know, what Forex is and everything. So speak to what your first reaction was to it, and was there anything that you were skeptical about when you first heard about it, and just what was that process of hearing about it, processing what it was, and getting to a point where you kind of embraced it and said, this is the type of mindset I'm gonna have, you know, about this concept here. Gotcha.
So, man, honestly, bro, this opportunity was introduced to me in the year 2017. And, you know what I'm saying, this is when everyone was just oblivious to what was going on with, you know, being able to make money from your phone and trading in the foreign exchange market. So, man, one of my closest friends from the same friend group that Ian is in, his name's Bryce Thompson. He brought it to, you know, myself and a couple of my other friends that were in the same friend group. His big brother had put him on, and he was basically, like, put us on the Zoom call. And, you know, they explained the opportunity. And, like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, we were broke, bro. Like, we were broke. Like, we were broke as hell. Like, I remember I had just finished my internship. I'm not gonna say the company's name. Forget that company. Yeah, I'm not gonna say the company's name, but I was working an internship doing human resources. And basically what ended up happening was I had some cheese I saved up during the summer. I stayed in Atlanta for that summer. Ran it up. You know what I'm saying? Had other ventures going on, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to have some cheese, like, to really, like, be like, okay, Collins, what are you going to do with this money? Are you going to save it, keep it in your savings account, or are you going to invest it? Because I was thinking about investing at the time, especially being at Morehouse, because, you know, you're around a bunch of like-minded individuals and even forward-thinking individuals. To where, like, you know, oh, when I graduate, I'm going to invest in this and that. Like, no one was having those type of conversations in Milwaukee. You know what I'm saying? Like, realistically speaking. At least the group of people I was around,
Right,
or we were around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, basically, what happened was brought it to us, and of course, you know, it sounded real good. Then they talked about, you know, building the business and the network marketing piece of the opportunity. And, you know, I was like, okay, you know, that seems pretty good. Because I was always someone that had strong belief in, you know, whatever I wanted to do, or whatever my friends put in front of me. But what ended up happening was, like, I knew the amount of reach that I was able to, like, you know what I'm saying, tap into. They weren't going to be receptive at that time.
Yeah.
So I automatically counted myself out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I should have never did that. Should have never did that whatsoever, but that's going to be later on in the interview when we talk more about that. But he brought it to my attention. It took me like a week or 2 weeks to enroll at first. So I enrolled into the group, and what made me say, yo, this actually is it, is when I made money from my phone. Like, I actually made a profit from my phone. Like, and I thought about it, like, if I'm sitting here, you know, working an internship, getting paid $18 an hour,
Right.
but I just made $18 in 5 minutes. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
We need, like, it just, the light bulb flipped to me. I was like, bro, you got to think about it, bro. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, slaving for that hourly pay. But, bro, you can make it legally from your phone in a matter of a couple seconds.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, like, that's crazy, bro. Like, it blew my mind. So then as soon as I, like, really made that profit, that real profit, that's when people started tapping in. So I hit my first rank little after, like, probably like 3 weeks into the business. I hit my first rank, which is Platinum 150.
Right.
And then I brought those 3 people into the business, but what ended up happening was I didn't really know the ins and outs because I was just doing it, you know, willingly in a sense, not really. Just, my mind was just on some whole other stuff like around that time frame too. So like, I dropped out of the business when I realized that I had to retain, you know, customers.
Yeah.
You have to retain people, and you know that's how people kind of get the notion of whatever notion they have about forex and stuff like that, or the investment group. But we're gonna go deep into that because I have a lot of game for y'all. Like,
for sure.
I need y'all to understand, like, nothing in life is meant to be easy, bro. And
That's big
like,
facts.
And like, the thing is, like, it's a difference between being, you know, an employee and an entrepreneur.
Say that.
So we're gonna talk more about that later. But yeah, that's what ended up happening, bro. But one thing I love about my friends, bro, they kept on going. They kept it consistent. Their belief was at an all-time high from the jump, from the start. As soon as they made their first profit, their belief system was at 1 million.
Yeah.
You know, but my belief system was at like 100. You know what I'm saying? I made that money. I was like, yeah, you know, stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? But then it went to 100. Then life came, and then boom. And I can go into like the stuff I got involved in and stuff, but you know, it wasn't really nothing to really be bragging about. So I'm not really going to speak on it. Just know, like, you know, sometimes people make dumb decisions to learn. You know what I'm saying? But eventually, when the story, you know, gets better and better and better, y'all will eventually know what I got into. But you know, I started dipping and dabbling in other things, and then my focus just, you know, went away. While my friends stayed consistent and stayed true to the game,
Right.
and like really grinded it out, but also found a way to really like make people realize that this actually is beneficial and can work. And what was missing was an effective system.
Yeah.
And you know, with any business, bro, you gotta have an effective system to be successful. And that's what, you know, a lot of these network marketing companies that, you know, come across a lot of people and they say like pyramid scheme and stuff like that. And first of all, when someone says pyramid scheme and referring a network marketing company as a pyramid scheme, that means that goes to show that they're not doing any type of research. They don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Right.
They don't know what they're talking about at all when it comes to it, because you got to think about it. A pyramid scheme is when someone's at the top, everybody's at the bottom. That person at the top gets all of the money.
Right.
All of the money, and then
that is a major difference.
Yeah, and then everyone below gets either little to none.
Right.
So if you want to be realistic, for those who are calling it a pyramid scheme, your job is a pyramid scheme. If you want to really be technical, And this is not to knock no one that's, you know, working, because I was a working man. You know, I worked corporate America, but I was miserable. But the reason why is because I realized like the system is meant to keep you below for a long period of time, where this opportunity you can elevate or surpass the person that brought you in the business and make as much money as you can. It's all about work ethic though. Not about how much time you put in, it's about effort, like genuine effort. So when you realize, you know what I'm saying, when you start realizing a lot of things and how these corporations are being ran, it's like, dang, like, you don't really understand, like, so say for example, let's say for example you work at a manufacturing facility,
right?
And you're like on the line, you're working, all right, you're doing the hard grit work, you know what I'm saying, you're getting paid probably like $15 an hour, so then you're getting paid per hour. You got the supervisor that's above you, the person that's on the line making $15 per hour, the supervisor that's making $25 an hour. Is the worker ever going to surpass the pay of the supervisor? Like, you gotta think about it. Are they? Like,
more than likely not. Just
exactly.
given the way those corporations work, or
Exactly.
those companies work.
And there's some companies that have like a, you know, a time, like a time or like a, you know what I'm saying, like compensation plan or something like that, to where like if they've been here for 20 years, then of course they're going to get paid more than the new one, but the new person can easily surpass them in the next 6 months.
Right.
So think about it. If I'm someone that's a frontline worker, my supervisor's making $25, I'm not going to make no more than him.
Right.
So think about it. I'm at the bottom. He's at the top. And then the supervisor has a manager. All right?
Yeah.
They have a manager. And that manager is probably salaried. So they're not getting paid by the hour. They're getting paid probably like, you know what I'm saying, probably like $30K, $40K a year. You know what I'm saying? Just for management and everything like that. And that manager has, you know what I'm saying, director that's over them. Got the director. The director's making about 60 to 80K, depending on the company, depending on the, you know, longevity, and depending on the specific director position.
Yeah.
And then from there, you got, you know, the top of the pyramid, you know, the CEO.
Right.
The CEO is not even the CEO, because then you got, you know, you got director, you got junior director, senior director.
It's a lot of levels.
It's a lot of levels.
It's a lot of levels to it.
But guess what? Is anybody in those levels making more money than the person above them? They're not.
And is it set up for them to?
Exactly. So the thing is, bro, that's the real pyramid scheme if you want to be technical. So for those the working people that are just throwing salt on the opportunity and saying, you know, like, I'm not going to get involved in this, like, my time is valuable than doing X, Y, and Z, or trying to talk to people or X, Y, and Z. You're saying that based off of projection of fear. You don't know exactly what you have in front of you. You're not willing to do the research because you're going off the public assumption of what industry is going to be works best for you.
Yeah.
And you think the normalization of taking time to really sit there and work 20 years to potentially get paid 90K, that's ridiculous. That's asinine in my opinion. When in actuality, there's a new vehicle that's 100% legal, which the network marketing industry is equivalent to, you know, the, you know, somewhat pay of, like, I think of any sports industry in a sense. Like, it's a booming industry, bro. Like,
it is.
And people are really sleep on this industry. And gotta realize, like, bro, like, a lot of people are becoming wealthy off this industry.
That is factual.
And what people need to realize is you can't knock no one, especially what we have going on, where we're trying to really educate the masses of, you know what I'm saying, like, investing in the foreign exchange market, and not even just Forex. Binary option trading, for those who don't know what that is. I'm not going to give up too much sauce, but look it up. Cryptocurrency, of course. Bitcoin is at 29K. Earlier this year it was probably at like 6 G's. Come on, bro. Like, that's crazy. It's been growing this year. And then another thing too, we're now focusing on e-commerce. E-commerce and dropshipping. So people are building websites.
Right.
Matter of fact, one of the homies who was in one of my business partners, Chris Coop, he's in there right now, currently building his website. Based off what the platform is providing for him, they're helping them build a website. So, like, you know what I'm saying, and he's doing it very fast.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of things and avenues that we have access to, like, teach a lot of people, but a lot of people don't want to tap into it because the fear, they fear, it's either one, fear of perception,
right?
Because speaking of fear of perception, Twitter really makes Forex look like look terrible.
Twitter makes a lot of shit look terrible though.
So does.
Like Twitter is a horrible platform and forum in the sense that it allows so much groupthink that people use Twitter as the basis. Right. People look at Twitter and like whatever is said, people treat it like there's no need to fact check. There's no need to go do your own research on what's being said, which is problematic in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. But no, you dropped a lot of gems, and I think that like even as somebody who is not involved with Forex, and I mean me and you have talked about it. Like I know for a fact that if I ever really truly had the desire, I trust in the simple fact that I know I can trust you to be real with me, because I feel like that's another thing too. A lot of people, you mentioned that projection of fear. I think a big thing is as black people, as the black community, this has never been something that we felt that we've had access to, that we felt allowed.
And I got a lot of game for you on
so this. You know what I'm saying? So when people hear it, of course there's fear.
Right.
You know, and of course there's an idea that this is a scam or this can't be what you're saying it is, because this is never something that's been exposed to us before.
Like, it's too good to be true, pretty much.
Too good to be true.
Yeah.
But I definitely want you to kind of elaborate on that, because I think that if people got past that and could just make a decision based on, because I think the biggest thing that I've noticed is like, my reason for not doing it is not based in any type of suspicion as much as it's just like, for me, I know I don't have the time.
Right.
And like, I know I can't commit to it the way I would need to benefit. Mm-hmm. Like, I understand that. And I joke about it all the time. Like, you have your people who, you know, I would say that they a little over the top. You got your Forex people that's a little bit over the top. You know,
what's your definition of
over the top? To me is like, I don't have no problem with you trying to, even in a sense, sell me. I don't have a problem with you trying to convince me that this is something that I should be doing. But when it gets to a point where you are making it seem like somebody is not doing enough or something because they're not doing Forex, that's where I'm like, all right. If they don't want to do it for whatever reason, like, my thing is this: if you're doing it and you're benefiting, your only job is to let people know that this is out there.
Facts.
If they make the decision not to join you or not to do what you do, you've done your job by making them aware. Right. If they make the choice not to, that's on them.
That makes sense.
So at that point, it's kind of like, I have no problem with you having an initial conversation, trying to convince me or sell me on how this is beneficial.
Right.
But if I make the decision to say, hey, you know, either one, I'm just not interested, or two, you know, I can't really commit to that right now, whatever the case may be, you gotta, I guess in my mind, I look at it like, there should be some point where it's like, a person gonna make their own decision.
Oh yeah.
So when I say over the top, I mean somebody who's almost like, if you're not doing Forex, or if you're not trading, or if you're not investing, you just don't want nothing out of life. I hear you, big dog. I do feel you, cause people making bread. I get you, but like some people just don't go that route. But also I don't want to not acknowledge the fact that, again, a lot of people not doing it, I feel like, is that fear aspect, and you spoke to it. So definitely speak to more of the misconceptions of what, not even so much what the benefits are, but how somebody can really gain even knowledge and education from this. Because it's not just about making money, which I feel is another thing that people just look at it like, oh, they just saying this is the way to make money now and there's no other way. Like, nah, there's a lot of actual financial literacy and education that comes with learning how to trade. Like you said, it's not just Forex.
Right.
Whether you look at Bitcoin, whether you look at investing in cryptocurrency, these are just things that are just financial literacy things that the black community was never really taught, that we were never really allowed access to. So speak to just how much more there is to the investing and trading world than just the idea of what people have for Forex.
Yeah, man. So one thing I do realize is, and this is like a small point of, you kind of like how I'm about to answer your question.
Yeah.
So it's crazy because a lot of people say, I just joined Forex. I just joined Forex. I don't want to join Forex. You're not joining Forex. Forex is the market that you're trading in.
Fact.
Right? Forex is the market that you are trading in. And it'd be funny as hell to me, bro, when people be like, bro, I'm about to join Forex. Bro, I'm trying to tap into Forex and stocks. Bro, we're not trading stocks, bro. We're trading in the foreign exchange market. We're trading different currencies. So, one thing I'm realizing is information is being communicated wrong. 100%. So that's what's throwing people off. That's what's making people like, okay. Now, as for, like the marketing behind everything, we got some unique marketing, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, look,
the marketing is very elite, and it wakes people up. And like, what you just say? You know what I'm saying? But you gotta think about it too. A lot of these, it's coming from passion.
That's real. I do get that. I always respect that. It is from passion.
Yeah.
For sure.
A lot of people, people may get rubbed the wrong way, but a lot of the people that get rubbed the wrong way don't really understand passion.
That's real. I can get that.
They don't understand passion towards something that has been very beneficial, helped out a lot of people. Now you got a lot of people out there that just be doing it because they feel like the only marketing is going to get them to, achieve success. And those what I call them people the what the hell? Like, bro, like you putting a tank on the business now at this point. When actually it's a beautiful thing. So like one thing I want to say is, like the misconception, especially in the city of Milwaukee. I'm really focused on the city of Milwaukee. You got a bunch of different cities, bro, but let's focus on where we come from, bro.
For sure.
You gotta think about it. When opportunities like all we know, look. We finna get uncut and raw. All we know in this city to achieve millions, or a lot of income. Number one, going to the league, which is like cliche, of course, typical. Going to the league. Number two, drugs, selling dope. You know what I'm saying? Like street life. Scamming has taken over the world with a storm.
Yeah.
Man, and just other illegal avenues. But one positive thing though that I say has gotten a lot of people that look like us to success is real estate. Especially in the city of Milwaukee.
That's big fact.
So you gotta look at this opportunity like how real estate is bringing hope and bringing a lot of money to people.
Yeah.
Especially with the network marketing industry. One thing about Trade House is it's promoting so many demographics of people to invest in. Because with Forex, like 20 years ago, you had to be a millionaire to know about the foreign exchange market and to invest at least probably like 20 to 30,000 to even be in the market of your hard-earned money. Whereas, people that look like myself and you, on the north side, don't have that type of money to invest. They don't have access to that information because they don't have the money. But now we're showing people a way that you can invest as little as $10 into the market, learn how to invest it correctly with the platform that we're providing, and you just so happen to get paid for bringing people into the business if you choose to be a part of the network marketing side of the business.
Right.
See, and which brings me to your comment. You said you don't really have enough time. I feel like when you say you don't have enough time, you don't have enough time to go the network marketing chairman route, which is fine.
Which that's real. I get
that.
Yeah.
You can have time to make money though, and just invest and be a customer in the business.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's for anyone. You know what I'm saying? That comes up with this. I'm not gonna say excuse. That comes up with the notion of I don't have time.
Right.
Because they see a lot of the top leaders here in Milwaukee. Myself, Steve Bradford, 24 hours on working. Tap in TV. Tap into that for sure.
Big facts.
Big facts. Tap into that. You got JT. You got Big Juan.
Yep.
Man, Samaya.
No, it's a lot of people out to see that they made
DG,
strides. Yeah.
DG, DRA. Man, we got a lot of dope people in this group that's really like, you know what I'm saying? We Army, you feel me?
Yeah.
That's from here too. You dig what I'm saying? Mine is DG, he from Chicago. We're not gonna claim you, bro. Now I'm playing.
No. But you said something good though. So I think that might be another either misconception or misunderstanding as well.
Mm-hmm.
So for people that feel like you only benefit from being on chairman level or being a top level earner,
mm-hmm.
what is your advice or what would you say to them to kind of get them to see that there's benefits or it's perfectly fine to being I don't know what y'all would consider it. I don't want to say lower level earner, but that
don't exist.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So not that, but you don't. What is your advice to people to let them know that you don't have to be a chairman or this top rank to benefit from trading or benefit from being in the foreign exchange market?
Really, with that question, it's all about what you want. You know what I'm saying? If you're someone that's already fulfilling your passion, don't want to go chairman, but want to learn how to invest in the Forex market, this is the perfect opportunity, no matter if you don't want to go chairman or not. What tends to happen is, though, people end up wanting to go chairman. When they get enrolled into opportunity, they're like, yo, like, I want to do this. Right. I want to go into this. I want to tap in and, you know what I'm saying, be like, do this chairman run. Because, like, it's fun. It's a fun experience, bro. Like, you get to network with so many different people, like, outside of the city. And plus, it's just crazy, especially the amount of connections we got, you know, in Trade House, you know. But I tell people, like, you know, if you want to just be a trader, that is perfectly fine with you. But just understand it's going to take you, man, it's going to take you a long time to trade your way to, you know, 100K. You know what I'm saying? Like 200K, 300K, 400K, $1 million. People think like, oh, I'm gonna trade my way to $1 million and forget network marketing, forget building the business. Bro, I'm trying to tell you something, bro. If you put your head down for 3 years in this opportunity, bro, no income claims. You are going to and really put in effort, not just time, effort, right. Like hard work. You can go chairman where you're making, you know, 6 figures and above, and stuff like that. It's definitely possible. It just starts with you, and you know what I'm saying. We're educating people on how to really become, you know, learn about what's going on in the market. Yeah. We're educating, teaching people how to trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, the easiest part with us is, like, our foundation was built off, like, trading, you know, our specific investment group. So, like, you know what I'm saying? People are coming in making good amounts of money and stuff like that the first, you know, week coming into the business. It's just a matter of, you know what I'm saying, like, you really realizing what you want. And we go deep into that about our desires and wants. Yeah. Exactly. What exactly do you want out of life? What vehicle are you going to use to get where you need to go? Facts. That's why, you know what I'm saying, us, you know what I'm saying, building the business, stuff like that, we realize that this is going to be a vehicle that really gets us to the next level and gets us to the lifestyle that we deserve and desire. And I say deserve because, like, bro, like, man, like, we can really become an army. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Straight the numbers with this. But, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't see it that way. They don't see it that way because, you know, they probably had a bad experience. They probably came into this opportunity expecting to, you know what I'm saying, make X amount of dollars by a certain amount of time. Right. Maybe the person that brought them to the business told them that was possible and gave them the tools and blueprint because they saw someone else achieve it. It's just that either the mentorship or the direct mentorship just wasn't reciprocated, or what ended up happening was the person that joined the business was not coachable and didn't even want to take in the realistic advice to get you there. Because once you make your first dollar, you get hooked and you want to just smack the market. You want to win big all the time, but it's like that's the ignorant way of trading. You know what I'm saying? Investors trade smartly. They make their percentage of money that day, then they're done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, say for example, for you, if you were to enroll into this business, like say for example, we put you on a compound plan, right? We put you on a compound plan. You start off with a $50 account. You make 5% to 8% in one day, and you're done trading for the day. And then you can go on, you know, run your business, work, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Go to school. Like, 'cause I know you're still in grad school and everything. You can do that. And that's just the people that, you know, want to become customers in this opportunity and everything like that. They become customers, and what ends up happening is they're not building the business. They're just a customer, and they're utilizing the platform to really educate themselves.
Right.
And you know, you got to take time. You got to, like, and it's crazy because a lot of people are into this business, but don't even look at the platform nor tap into the mentorship calls and guidance that we provide. And then they say, like, my monthly's due and I ain't making no money. Bro, you ain't looking at nothing. You ain't tap into nothing.
Yeah.
And then boom, they go, I lost money, and go on Twitter and bash Forrest. But really, it's you. You lazy as hell. You lazy as hell, bro. You're not doing nothing. You're not applying your time. You're not utilizing your time correctly, nor did you make time to really take advantage of this opportunity. You just heard 235 and largest financial market in the world, and just rush to the sign up. And of course, we're going to do whatever it takes, because we're not going to turn anyone away. Because the reason why we're not turning anyone away is because, number one, we are trying to create success for the masses in this city.
Yeah.
Primarily in this city, bro. I'm trying to normalize. Like, I'm not gonna say we are trying to normalize investing, bro.
Right.
We are trying to normalize it. So we're gonna tap in with whoever wants to learn. Whoever wants to tap in, we're gonna be there. We're gonna make sure that, like, you know what I'm saying, we provide a good experience. And that's one thing too. Is another thing about the chairman run is teach you how to be an entrepreneur for real. Like, this is a lot of people in this industry's first business that they ever ran. Because realistically speaking, bro, network marketing, depending on whatever platform you're in, it's a business at the end of the day. A lot of business, you know what I'm saying, a lot of businesses, you know, need capital to survive. Yeah. However, what makes this business so special is you don't need capital for it to survive. You need people. So think about it.
Yeah.
People are your compensation. So if you're desiring to build a business in this opportunity, what's going to end up happening is, boom, you're going to go ahead, boom, to get the first rank, you need 3 people, boom, get those 3 people, expose the opportunity to whoever, or let someone like myself, Steve, or whoever, expose the opportunity. And then from there, bro, like, leveraging. It's all about leveraging. Which we preach, but I can't give y'all too much sauce because y'all not in a group. But so, I'm playing. Nah, that's all right. But yeah, man, like a lot of people don't really sit down and do research and ask questions. They just assume because Mikey and Tom over there saying, "Oh, I'm not paying for that. That's a scam." Da da da. Mikey and Tom, you know, probably are like the highest. Probably have a lot of attention in the city just by being at every bar every weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And people hearing that, they're like, "Oh, Mikey Tom not doing it. I'm not gonna do it." But in actuality, you're saying Mikey Tom not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it. But in actuality, your dreams are a lot bigger than Mikey and Tom's. So why don't you check with a different vehicle, check into multiple vehicles at that to fulfill your dreams, not what the mass is trying to, you know, persuade you to be.
What is your approach to people who seem stuck in the mindset that there's no good to the idea of Forex or trading or investing whatsoever? Because you have so many people who like, oh, investing makes sense to learn, but then they hear Forex and they're like, nah, that's a scam. Right. What is your approach or even your advice, you know, if you have any, to those who kind of can't seem to find the middle ground or come to the middle and be like, whether this is the direction I want to take it or not, whether like I want to trade or whether I just want to learn how to invest, whether I just want to learn this part of it? What is kind of your approach or advice to people who can't find the middle ground?
Stop being dismissive.
Facts.
Stop being dismissive. You're not going to know what's going to work for you or what's going to be like your niche unless you try it. The more that you be dismissive to, you know, solutions that's trying to elevate you to the next level, you probably are looking for that vehicle that's going to get you to the next level and nothing else is working, and then boom, Forex comes into place and you're like, nah, forget that. You feel like you're too good. Right. Why are you too good for it? And like, why are you too good for it if nothing else is working? You gotta keep trying, because the thing is with life, you gotta keep trying until you figure out your niche. Then once you figure out your niche, figure out your purpose, apply your niche with your purpose, and then boom, you're happy with life.
Yeah,
the job is done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just people gotta just stop being dismissive, bro. Because at the end of the day, man, we're not putting a gun in no one's head. You know what I'm saying?
It's big facts.
And if people feel those ways, that's probably a sense of, you know, insecurity within you. You know what I'm saying? It's probably a sense of like, dang, maybe I do need to like tap in, or not even just tap in with Forex. Maybe I do need to be more open-minded in general. How do I do it? It needs to be more healthy conversations that gets down to the nitty and gritty in black and white. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they don't really face their flaws or face their cancerous, you know what I'm saying, like perspectives, because they're not true to themselves. I had to look myself in the mirror and be like, what do I want out of life? Mm-hmm. Be realistic. What do I want out of life? Right. I want this specific lifestyle. I want this for my family. I want this for the people that I care about that are around me. How am I going to get there? Yeah. There's a bunch of different ways I can get there, but most of them are illegal. Yeah. So what's the legal way? What's the legal way to do it? So then I did my research, realized that it was right in front of my face the whole time, and I gave it a try once in 2017. Let's do it again. And there's also living proof that it works. Yeah. So now, sometimes, another thing too, I was talking to my Morehouse brother, Nick Stokes, kind of I think like 2 weeks ago. We were talking about, you know, what the city needs. The city needs hope, bro. But it needs hope from a relatable person. Someone that's relatable to, you know what I'm saying, the masses, especially the urban community. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need a brother out there or a sister that's like really got out the mud, but not scared to go on Atkinson to talk to the hood about what they got going on. Not scared to go on Burla and talk to the hood about what's going on. Not scared to go, you know, in any of these neighborhoods and just fulfill and build it out. You know what I'm saying? Of course, don't be dumb. Don't give any reason for you to be a target. Right. But go in there and not be scared. You know, that's where we come from. Yeah. Don't be scared of your own people, man, because a lot of people are scared of their own people in this city too. And I get it, man, trauma and everything like that. We all got trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have lost a lot of loved ones to the streets and everything. But, you know what I'm saying, that's the life we live. At the end of the day, if you want to reach, you got to really be there. You got to be ingrained into the city. You know what I'm saying? You got to be here. You got to be in the community. You got to be involved. You know, this pandemic is making it hard as well to kind of do that too. But, you know, eventually, like, when the time comes and the world does open back up and things are, you know, getting close or back to normal, whatever it's going to be, what's going to happen is, you know what I'm saying, we got to be prepared to go out to these communities and really preach this and really, like, make people tap into what's going on. Like, bro, like, and we just don't focus on Forex either. Like I said, man, the foreign exchange market, foreign exchange market, that's Forex. Forex is short for that. Right. Cryptocurrencies, you know what I'm saying? We have a platform where it's teaching you how to invest in cryptocurrency, which is going to be the currency of tomorrow. It's worth more than gold right now, so y'all need to really tap in. Another thing too is the U.S. dollar is going to be obsolete, bro. At some point, be ready. Don't wait till the last minute. Then boom, you're like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Like, we want to go back to the old. Man, look, bro, time passes. It passes, bro. When it's past, it's past. So what you need to do is, a lot of people, and that's one thing that's why I want to get in these communities, bro. I want to just spread my love and knowledge and wealth to everyone and let them know, like, man, preparation plus opportunity equals success. Simple as that. And once you get that, equation. Like, it's simple. Life can be so simple, but you know what I'm saying, people make life harder because they feel like they need this. They feel like they need to do that. They feel like they need to be here. They feel like they need to be there. You don't need to be nowhere. Especially right now, it's a whole pandemic going on. Stay your ass in the house. Another thing too, man, I want to introduce you to my boy Coop, man. He been tapping into the e-commerce portion I was talking about. Cool, come on over here, man. Like, introduce yourself, bro. Show yourself to the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, come
yeah,
on.
no, make sure you go
Facts,
Yeah.
What's happening? Go ahead and get my knees. My name is Chris Cooper. I'm from Milwaukee, P600 in the business. Been in it since May 14th. So I started off, you know what I'm saying, with the trading side and understanding how to be able to flip money, make it in the market and stuff. But I've always been interested in drop shipping and selling products that I don't have to touch. And I'm a personal trainer, so having my fitness website go along with this, it just made it, literally just made it make sense. So they just laid the videos out, 100 series, 200 series, 300 series, 400 series, setting up the whole website A to Z, to where basically I didn't have to learn anything new, I just had to duplicate. So ECX, definitely the wave.
And he said a key word like duplicate, man. Like this group and this platform is really built off duplication too. You know what I'm saying? You've like used a calculator on the math.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like if you say for example, you know what I'm saying, every time you had a calculator, you're gonna get 100% on that test.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
If you know what you're doing,
if you know what you're doing too,
yeah.
though. So that's the thing. We teach people to know how to use the calculator.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's with everything. That's with Forex. That's with binary option trading. That's with digital currency exchange. And that's with ECX as well. Man. Like, bro, I'm telling you, bro, like, this is a vehicle, bro.
Yeah.
A vehicle. But I definitely wanted to, like, you know, bring Coop in real quick just to introduce himself. Man, top shooter, man. We got a lot of people. Shout out to the whole gang, too, man. Like, so.
Right.
It's up for us all. Appreciate
us all.
y'all.
Sure, man. Of course, man. Always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, dog. We have touched on so much. We have touched on so much in terms of trading, so much in terms of our city, and if you can't tell in our conversation and how we talk, man, we definitely go way back. But bro, as somebody who I've been able to have the honor of seeing you grow, have the honor of seeing you take something and like really make it your own and really like kind of just decide, you know, your path in life, man, with everything that you've done up to this point, with everything that you've been able, well, everything and everyone that you've been able to affect and, you know, have an impact on and accomplish within TradehouseMKE, man. What makes you and what makes TradehouseMKE qualified from your perspective?
Man, what makes me qualified is, you know what I'm saying, you know, my fear in God, man, and you know what I'm saying, my faith and belief. That's what makes me qualified, you know what I'm saying, giving all the glory to God, making sure that, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now, and granted, I'm not where I want to be, nor where I need to be yet, you know what I'm saying, this is just the journey, the process, but God has got me through a lot of tough situations, and it built me up to be the person that I'm destined to be. So God is what makes me qualified. As for TradehouseMKE, man, belief and faith, God and unity. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes us qualified. Especially when it comes to, you know, teaching something new, when it comes to a skill set, when it comes to something that could potentially, you know what I'm saying, be something that can take you and your family to the next level, financially, mindset-wise, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're producing future millionaires in the making. And I know for a fact, man, it's going to be pivotal for the city. And we're really going to, like, you know, make, like, huge volume for the city as well. And shout out to all the other investment groups out here as well, man. There's a bunch of different other investment groups that are under the I Am Master Academy umbrella that are in the city. And you know what I'm saying? Like, man, this is my message to y'all, man. Let's come together and, like, unify. Let's unify. Especially if you're in I Am Academy, and let's show the world, like, you know, Milwaukee is a city that can produce, you know, beautiful black kings and queens, you know what I'm saying, that are, you know, financially literate, that are smart, intelligent, and that can really take things to the next level. It's never been about competition with us. It's never been about, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, we got this, we got that. It's about unity at the end of the day and serving. That's why I love this opportunity. We're serving people, because, you know what I'm saying, God's plan for us is that we serve Him. We serve Him in human form to make this world a better place. So that being said, y'all, you know, that's what makes me qualified. And man, I just want to give my flowers to you as well, Steve, bro. Like, this platform is amazing, bro. Amazing platform. man, this is going to, do major numbers and major things for everything that you got going on and for the city as well. We gotta continue to support each other, man. All entrepreneurs, man. Everybody's trying to do some dope things in the city. Let's connect. Let's collaborate. Rather if you want to join the business or rather if we collaborate on events, whatever, man, we're here. Our contacts is open. You know what I'm saying? Follow me at Instagram, Made, MADEIN, of course IN, MKE, which stands for Milwaukee. Made in MKE, which also stands for Made in Milwaukee. So Made in MKE _ all right? It's crazy because a lot of people from out of town that don't know me think my name is Mike. I'm like, bro, are y'all really like looking? Are y'all reading my username?
So
it's MKE, bro. Like, that be blowing me at times, bro. But it's funny, dog. But
man,
follow myself. Follow Stevie as well. 24 hours I'm working. That's his
sure.
ad name. Big shout out. Can I do some shout outs?
Go ahead.
Shout out to Donovan Baptiste, my chairman, 10 mentor. Man, you changed my life, bro. And this is one of my other best friends from college. Shout out to Bryce Thompson, Brandon Thompson, Ian Jackson, Joshua Stewart. Man, big major shout outs to Joshua Stewart, aka J Stu. Like, bro, the city loves you, bro. The city really loves you, man. So let's get it. Shout out to Stevie, Donalisa, Samaya, Valerie. Big shout out to Valerie, DRA, DG, JT, Big Juan. Man, hopefully I'm not forgetting anyone else, man. Hold on.
It's probably so many.
Sheesh, it's so many, bro. It's so many of us, bro. Strengths in numbers, man. Coop, of course. We got Coop in the video, man. We got Tori. Shout out to Tori, man. Man, shout out to all the amazing leaders that we have in this investment group. Shout out to Jocelyn, aka Prima. You know what I'm saying? That's family. Shout out to everybody that's making this group what it is today, and that's providing the massive value. If I left you out, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole investment group, honestly. Hopefully no one gets mad, but we really about to build we've already built the army. We're about to build an even bigger army in 2021. And always remember this, y'all. It's not about who wins the battle. It's about who wins the war, who's prepared for the war, and who can provide the most results for the war to be successful. So with that being said, family, I'm on QUALLifiedTV, man.